Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to you all, can push His truth throughout the four winds and sincerity. Okay, keep the spirit entertained is what this lesson is going to be entitled. Meaning, well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but just to go into what I personally mean by this, and I hope this is edifying through the spirit, is that distractions, it's just things that can get you intertangled or intertwined with not focusing on entertaining the spirit. Okay? And this is our sole duty as men of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Soldiers. A soldier is constantly battling and fighting. Okay? So that spirit is kind of like in Revelation where Yahweh Shah knocks on the door, really knocking on your mind. When he comes in, if he comes in, but when he comes in to the men that he comes into, guess what? You have to be a gracious hostess. Okay? You have to be a gracious host. So when Yahweh Shah comes in and he sups with you and you sup with him, guess what? You have to keep him entertained. Keep that spirit entertained. Okay? Through what? Prayer, fasting, constantly doing the things of the spirit. This is Matthew 6:20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Notice that key word, that noun, lay. That's an action. It's something you must be doing. Entertaining the spirit to lay up those treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through, nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Okay? Now, we're going to go into that word, heart. Treasure is something that you find physically pleasing for the flesh to do. Or anything that you're doing physically that you love. Let's say someone loves to box, work out, basketball. 9 times out of 10, if you're going to look for that person, if you know that's their love, that's where you're going to go. Okay? So, we're supposed to entertain the spirit and in this same light. That's where your heart is going to be. And that word heart, Strong's definition, the heart, figuratively, the thoughts or feelings, the mind. Okay? The mind. Where your treasure is, the things you're entertaining most, that's where your heart's going to always constantly be at. So, we find a fine balance, but our minds constantly should be on the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. It should constantly be there. On lessons. Even if you're doing something else, this is always in your mind, in your thought process. You know, that's just what it is. You should always constantly be thinking kingdomly. All right? The light of the body is the eye. So that spiritual eye, that's the light. Okay? If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So your focus and your prime objective with that third eye and that pineal gland should be on Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. That's going to light everything up about you. That's how you're going to keep the spirit entertained. Okay? Now let's go into this word light. Okay? Now, Luke 11 and 34. The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thine eye is single, thy whole body is full of light. But when the eye is evil, thy body is full of darkness. Notice, it gives you no space for gray areas. Light shines off or darkness shines off. It's going to be one of the two. Okay? Take heed, therefore, that the light which is in thee be not darkness. How does it become darkness? Because you're not entertaining the spirit. You'd rather entertain things of man. Okay? Things of the world. All right? We're not men pleasers. All right? We understand the order of everything, that it's a way that it's an order of like elders, apostles, elders, Salakia, so on and so forth. But we all have a walk. Okay? And we have to entertain that spirit. All right? And the fruits of that spirit also is brotherly love, kindness, meekness. Okay? But the thing here is not being in a place where you're not entertaining the spirit. Okay? If thy whole body therefore be full of light, having no part dark, the whole shall be full of light, as when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light. So, that light is right here, John. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. So when he knocks on your door, the door of your mind in Revelation, that third eye, and he is the light and he walks in, you have to entertain him, that spirit, that comforter. You have to entertain it. Okay? You have to entertain it. It can't be a partial thing. Okay? It's a hit or miss. It's no gray area. All right? And nobody can answer for you on this. Your walk is your walk. Nobody can answer for your walk. Okay? You don't ever want to get into the mind frame of being comforted around people to where you feel your walk is kind of like placed on other brothers also. No. Your walk is your walk. You have to entertain the spirit. Okay? Because the next man has to entertain the spirit for himself. Okay, and that word light. This is what it is. Truth and its knowledge. Together with spiritual purity associated with it. Let's go to the Strongs. It says, especially by rays, compare luminous, the wildest application, natural or artificial, abstract, concrete, literal or figuratively, fire, light. Okay. Look at I. The power of understanding, especially moral and spiritual truth. That's what we're focusing on. Moral and spiritual truth. Okay? That is exactly entertaining the spirit in moral and spiritual truth and understanding. Okay? That's what we must be doing constantly. On a daily basis, we have to entertain the spirit. All right? This is Galatians chapter 1 and 10. For do I now persuade men or the Most High? Now, when I look at this men thing, that man, that word men can be replaced with anything besides Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Not replacing it, but do I persuade men or the Most High? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Hamashiach. So this is telling you right here, you better entertain the damn spirit. The next man, the next brother, whatever, they have their own battle to face. Okay? Not taking nothing away from brotherhood or nothing of that, but you have to entertain the spirit yourself. Okay? It says, but I certify you, brethren, that the gospel, the good news, which was preached of me, is not after man. Okay? For I neither received it of man. Now, this shows you that you have to be in the spirit, because guess what? You have to know spiritually. When you hear an apostle and an elder or a brother go into a breakdown, you have to understand that that spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai is on that person for your understanding. See, we're not going to get simple here. Okay? But once it's obtained, because you have to understand, when you hear that word or that message from that apostle, that elder, or that brother, now that's the knocking on your door to put the light in your body. Okay? Now, when that light is in your body, you're going to be a light, or Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to use you to be a vessel to wake up somebody else by knocking on their door, because the spirit is in you. But you have to keep the spirit entertained. Okay? It says, 12, for I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by the revelation of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Revelation is to what? Reveal. It was revealed through what? The Spirit. In our case today, the Spirit is on certain men. Okay? But once you get it, you have to entertain that Spirit. That Spirit has to be a driving force in you. Okay? It's not to be played with. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanliness, nor of guile. Sound familiar? It says, but as we were allowed of the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak not as pleasing men, but Yahweh Shem Yahshai, which trieth our hearts. Okay? So this is telling you right here. This is telling you right here that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai is trying our hearts, but it came through the gospel which was preached of men, not pleasing men though. Okay? Not as pleasing men. Because if a man went on his own will, we would be listening to Christian pastors and churches. Okay? But the first part, for our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanliness, nor in guile. Sounds familiar. So 1 Peter, for even hereunto were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps, who did no sin, neither was guile found in his mouth. So that same spirit for our exhortation in 1 Thessalonians was not of deceit. We were exhorted. Okay? We got this information, but guess what? It was the same spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay? So no guile should be found in our mouths. Why? Because we're constantly entertaining the spirit. Okay? That's simple. This is John 12:43. For they love the praise of men more than the praise of the Most High. And you got this, and you get this in Christianity. You get it in a lot of things. Okay? It's just the way it is. Okay? They love the praise of men. And you see men get to a place to where it has to be something special about them. Okay? It has to be something special about them. Let's just keep it real. Some men, it have to be like, I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? But you have to keep the spirit entertained. The spirit shouldn't be entertaining you. You should be entertaining the spirit. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, that's these bodies, we have a building of the Most High, and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. These bodies are trash. They're subject to sin, and it's just everything wicked about it. Okay? Being burdened, it says, earnestly desiring clothes to be clothed upon with our house which is in heaven. If so we be, that being clothed we shall not be found naked. Okay? Because in these bodies we could be found naked. And it's like spiritual garments. You know what I'm saying? That's what those garments is. Always be found with your garments clean. Entertaining the spirit. Okay? For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, sighing and crying, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life. Now, he that hath wrought us for the self same thing is the Most High, who also hath given unto us the earnest of the Spirit. Okay? Therefore, we are always confident. So his spirit was passed to us. That same like spirit. Okay? That quickening, that awakening. Therefore, we are always confident. You know why? We're entertaining the spirit, conversing with the spirit. Okay? Knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because if he wouldn't do that, then we would be blinded to the things of this world. For we walk by faith, not by sight. All these things is spiritual. We're believing on. We know it's true. That's that earnestness. Okay? We know it. You can't tell us it's not real. Because we entertain the spirit. Okay? It says, we are confident with faith, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and present with the Lord. So we basically giving these bodies over as a living sacrifice, like it tells you in the book of Romans. Okay? We're absent in these bodies because we're entertaining the spirit. We're storing up treasures in heaven. All right? Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent, we are accepted of him. And all things, no matter what, we want to be accepted by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and by doing exactly what? Entertaining that spirit. Conversing with that spirit through your actions. That's what we're laboring to do. Entertain the spirit. Okay? This is John 5:44. How can you believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from the Most High only? Self-explanatory. Okay? You should want to hear, well done, thy good and faithful servant, from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Not anything no man is going to tell you. That's the mission objective. That's the goal. Okay? That point has to be driven home. Entertain the spirit. Okay? And everything else after that, let the chips fall where they may. But you have to entertain the spirit. Okay? I want to say, call Halayim La, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, B'Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostle, that was a great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all. Can push this truth throughout the 4 winds. Till next time, Shalom.